How's it going, YouTubers? Um, Recently, I just got nominated by Frank's Kids to show my top 5 fantasy cars. Um, Took me a while. I'm not a big fan of fantasy cars, but I was going through some of my old cars and boxes that I have, and I found a few that I found a couple that are the same casting but different years. So hopefully, it's kind of hard to follow a Frank's. Fantasy cards that he had because he had the old school red lines, and but I'm gonna do my best. First one I have is the radio flyer. I mean, how can you not like this casting? Look at the engine on the back of that thing. It's a freaking wagon on steroids. Leave it to Hot Wheels to come up with something like this. You know, beautiful casting. One of my favorites. I mean, it's just. I wonder how high the person had to be to come up with something like this. It's pretty sick. I do like it. Coming to number 5 is the radio flyer for me. Next one, probably be the teed off. Where I work at, I'm constantly driving a cart. I mean, I do security for the school district over here, and so I'm a fan of golf carts. It's what we ride all day. Patrolling the campus, make sure everybody's safe. I got 2 different versions. I got the 2015 version. This one's alright. It's cool, but I mean, the engine is freaking huge. The wheels are alright, but when driving this thing, you can't really see nothing. you know, it's cool. It's alright, but I like the older version. This one's pretty cool. That's the big engine still, but you can actually see. It almost looks like the one that I have at work. It's white with red interior, but doesn't have the engine, of course. It's pretty nice. This is at number 4, the teed off. At number 3, the pop cycle. This one is it's cool. The reason I like it is because the lowrider bike. I don't know if you guys could see it, but the lowrider bike inside. I'm a big fan of lowrider bikes. My uncle, my dad's brother, big fan of lowrider bikes, and so he got me, liking it, going to the car shows and looking at all those cars and the lowrider bikes. This one kind of stood out for me because of that bike. And recently on Instagram, I seen a guy. I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was Mo. Hot Wheels by Mo. I think he's a guy that customizes cars, and he put that on a Silverado. And I was wondering, where in the heck did he get that? I thought he had made it and customized it himself, but I'm going through my cars. I'm going through my cars to see which ones I like. Lo and behold, there it is, the lowrider bike. So he gave me an idea. I might be doing some custom work. The pop cycle might be short a lowrider bike. So I think this is pretty cool. Nice car, nice color. Once again, Hot Wheels. You guys come up with the strangest fantasy cars, but it's nice. I like it. Excuse me, nose is running a little bit. Now, my number 2 and number 1 cars came in. They were pretty close. I didn't know which one to go with, But gotta come up with this one. The Homer. You know, I was looking at this car and I was kind of like, what does it look like? You know, it got the spoiler like a Plymouth Superbird. That's what it's called. And got the grill of a Rolls Royce. Got the bubbles. Looks like a spacecraft. Got the fender skirts on it. So it's kind of a Superbird slash Rolls Royce slash lowrider slash rocket ship, I guess. Homer Simpson, big fan of the Simpsons show. When they came, when I seen this casting come out, I had to get it. I grabbed as many as I could. Excuse me, but at number 2, the Homer, very nice car. Okay, and then number 1, my number 1 favorite fantasy car is. Can you see that? What a Drag. Beautiful, beautiful. It's kind of best of both worlds. I believe the back end is the back of a Beetle, the Volkswagen Beetle. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Muscle car slash, you know, I don't know if it's a Beetle considered JDM, but it's a pretty awesome car, awesome thing. I like it. Every time I look at it, I find something new, and it's crazy to see. Big fat wheel in the front, 2 small wheels in the back. It's like it's a dragster on steroids. This will probably be my number 1 car. My number 1 fantasy car is the Whatta Drag. It's pretty sweet. I would love to see this in real life. See it on the drag strip. That's nice. There you go. But I have a runner-up. I don't know if it qualifies as a fantasy car, but I don't know if I can't remember if it's a C case or the D case. But this is probably my runner-up. And I'm a big fan of the Oldsmobile 442. Wow, the runner-up. I think this would have made an awesome super treasure hunt. I like the color, stuff like a flat blue. I like the tampos. I love those, and to have those big meaty wheels in rubber would have been sweet. Never seen one of these in real life. It'd be awesome to see in real life. But this is my runner-up. Nice car, probably one of my favorite castings of 2016 so far. So there you go. My top 5. Starting from the bottom, the Radio Flyer on steroids, the Teed Off at number 4, and number 3, the Pop Cycle, number 2, the Homer, and at number 1, the Whatta Drag. This car is badass. Best of both worlds. And the runner-up, Oldsmobile 442 with some fatty tires. Okay, there you have it. There's my top 5 fantasy cars. Let me see who I'm gonna nominate. I want to see your top 5 fantasy cars. Let's go. I believe his name is Gabba Devil. I believe that's his name. He's the one that has a big collection of Ultra Reds. Let's see your top 5 fantasy cars. And Sergio Frank nominated you, but you never did it. Hopefully you get to see this video, and hopefully you get to do it. I would love to see your top 5 fantasy cars. Once again, thank you, YouTubers. Have a good night, and you know, keep hunting. Have a good night. Peace.